Let's explore the first type of index with respect to Oracle database, that is B-tree index. It is the default index created and is also known as the balanced tree index. Now we saw in the previous slide about the number of distinct values in a column, and we should start with such a column in the where part of the clause which has too many distinct values. So in a B-tree index will be beneficial when there are too many distinct values in the column present in the where part of the clause. For example, the employee ID column in the employees table is a primary key and it has got as many distinct values as the total number of rows present in the employees table. Similarly, other columns like hire date, email address, etc. are columns for which B-tree index will prove beneficial as these columns has too many distinct values. Now we saw in the previous slide that B-tree index will be beneficial when we are trying to access less than 15% of the rows in terms of execution time. Else, full stable scan will be a better option. Let's see why this is so by understanding the B-tree index structure. B-tree index consists of a root block, several branch blocks, and many leaf blocks. The root block covers the entire range of values for the indexed column. For example, in an employees table with 250 rows, it covers all the 250 range of values for the employee ID. Similarly, branch block is further subdivided into sub-ranges across multiple branch nodes. Likewise, leaf blocks again is further subdivided into further sub-ranges which covers the entire range of values across multiple leaf blocks. Now for example, you fire a query, say select star from employees where employee ID is equal to 10, then the index scan will start from the first root node and it tries to find the branch node which covers the range of values which has employee ID is equal to 10. Now employee ID is equal to 10 is covered under 0 to 40 range. That means it is present in the first branch node. The scan will move to the first branch node and it tries to find the leaf node which covers the range of values which has employee ID is equal to 10. Now employee ID is equal to 10 is present again in the first leaf node. So the scan will go to the first leaf node and it is at this leaf node it retrieves the row ID of employee ID is equal to 10 and the associated row values. So in order to access any row using the B-tree index, it has to go with this scan, that is root block, branch block and leaf blocks. So that is the reason why when you're trying to retrieve more than 15% of your table rows, the scan using a B-tree index is going to take little extra time as compared to a full scan. The number of branch blocks and the number of leaf blocks will be determined automatically by Oracle. In this case, the index has a height of 3, that is the root block, the branch block and the leaf block. In some cases, you may see a fourth leaf node entry which makes the height of the index to be 4. This is the result of fragmentation of the indexes. To address the fragmentation problem, you can rebuild the index which automatically makes the index height again back to 3. Fragmentation may result in slow query execution because it has to scan one more level of leaf node to get the appropriate row ID. A B-tree index can be simple or composite. In case of a simple index, only one column will be indexed and one index entry will be created for each value of the indexed column. For example, when you create a simple index on an employee ID column, one index entry will be created for each employee ID starting from 1 to 250. And when you fire a query says select name from employees where employee ID is equal to 250, it will directly go to the employee ID is equal to 250 because of the index entry being created, and it will directly fetch the name XYZ for the employee ID 250. In case of a composite index, 2 or more than 2 columns are indexed. For example, a composite index created on employee ID, city. In this case, the index entries for all the employee IDs will be recorded first, and if there is any city entry associated with the respective employee ID, then its entry will be added under the employee ID column. For example, employee ID is equal to 1 has one city associated, that is Mumbai. So the entry for Mumbai city will be recorded under employee ID is equal to 1. Similarly, for employee ID is equal to 250, there are two cities, Mumbai and Delhi. So the index entries for the respective cities will be added under employee ID is equal to 250. The fundamental thing about the composite index is that the leading column is the first column and the scan will always start from the leading column. For example, if I fire a query, say select star from employees, where employee ID is equal to 250 and city is equal to Delhi, then the index scan will directly go to the employee ID is equal to 250 because an index entry is already created for the employee ID. And then it will directly go to the city is equal to Delhi because the index entry is also created for the city column. So in this case, it has to do only two scan, that is one scan for the employee ID and one scan for the city is equal to Delhi. Now, if I don't have a composite index and rather just have a simple index on the employee ID, and if I fire the same query, select star from employees where employee ID is equal to 250 and city is equal to Delhi, then the scan will first come to the employee ID is equal to 250 because we already have a index created on the employee ID column. But employee ID is equal to 250 has two cities associated with, that is Mumbai and Delhi. But since there is no index entry created to identify where city is equal to Delhi is located, or basically on which block or on which row ID city is equal to Delhi is located, it has to scan all the rows which is qualifying for employee ID is equal to 250. That's why this Oracle will scan for the first city, that is Mumbai, but since this city Mumbai is not required, it will be discarded. Later, it will come to the next entry, that is city is equal to Delhi, and since this city is equal to Delhi is the required row value, this entry will be kept. So in this case, Oracle basically has to do 1 scan, 2 scan and 3 scan to get the query result. So that is the advantage of the composite index, which eliminates the unnecessary scanning of the undesired rows. These are the examples of the simple and the composite index. Now, if you want to create a simple index on the employee IDs column, you can create it in this fashion. Create index name on table name and the column name on which you want to create a simple index. Similarly, if you want to create a composite index on the employee ID and gender column, then this is the syntax: create index name on table name, employee ID, comma, gender. Now you can create composite index on not only just 2 columns, but 2 or more than 2 columns. The greater the number of columns, the faster the query execution. But if we add more number of columns to the index, creating, maintaining and managing these many index entries for the multiple columns will hamper the performance.